How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at an extremely interesting update to a leak that we covered a couple of days ago, because we actually have a brand new character model of one of the characters that is supposedly coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the first Fighter's Pass. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because this new character model does look pretty good, that does not mean that this is going to end up being 100% real, so make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you guys would like to read along while I talk, you can find the link to the original post in the description bar down below, and now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord as well as links to all my other social media presences, such as my Twitter and Patreon, in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. Also guys, don't forget that we are currently doing a Nintendo eShop gift card giveaway over on my girlfriend's channel, Rebecca Lee, so if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and then go over to hers and subscribe there for your chance to win. However guys, that is not what this video is about, so with all of that out of the way, this information comes from reddit.com and it is a text post leak with the character model, so we are actually going to get to take an in-depth look at the early beta model of a brand new character. And now guys, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at this brand new leak. So guys, like I said, this leak comes from reddit.com and it is titled Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass 5.0 Patch Leak. It starts by saying, hello everyone. As some of you guys know, we are awaiting 2 more fighters for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass, and the final 2 of the Fighter Pass are going to be Tracer from Overwatch and Doomguy. Tracer is set to come out in early winter, and Doomguy is set to come out in early 2020. Finally, as most of you all know, Home Run Contest was removed from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but fear no more because it's coming back in patch 5.0. That is all I have to say for now. I will keep you guys updated when I get more news for Smash Ultimate. For now, have a sneak peek of Tracer's model. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the model that was included alongside with this post. So guys, as you can see on screen right now, we have a brand new beta model for Tracer. Now, the first thing that I decided to do when I first saw this image is I decided to plug it into Google to see if I could find any images of Tracer that looked very similar to it. Now, I was unable to find any other images or models that matched this exactly. I did find a couple that were close, however, those were already fully fleshed out, so I can say at the very least that this does look like a brand new model for Tracer. Now, once again, if any of you guys have seen this model before, please let me know in the comment section down below, and also let me know where to find it, so that way we can prove if this leak is real or fake, or at the very least, if this is a brand new, unique model. Now, one of the things that I want to make very clear is that no, this is not going to be Tracer's final model in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Typically, from what I understand from the development side of things, when it goes into making video games and video game characters, they typically start by making models like this, and then work on them like that. So, you know, usually when you see stuff like T-posing characters, or something else like that, those are like their beta models, and that is what they use to flesh out the character, put clothes on them, and everything else like that. Now, obviously, Tracer is not in a T-pose here. It looks like her arms are just slanted down to the side, but it's close enough to a T-pose where I feel like this is definitely the beta model, and they're going to work and start putting colors on her and everything else like that a little bit later. So, although there is probably a ton more stuff we could talk about in terms of this character model, once again, I'm not as fluent with how development works, especially in video games, so if I missed anything, guys, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll make sure to address it in a follow-up video a little bit later if this leak starts to gain traction and credibility. So now let's go ahead and talk about the other stuff that the leaker had said. Now, if you guys are unaware with what we are talking about, there was a leak a couple of days ago, which we covered, which actually stated that Doomguy and Tracer were going to be coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as the final characters. They also said that they would come back with proof, and I guess that this ended up being their proof. I guess this is how they wanted to prove that this character was going to make it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, one of the things that makes me a little bit skeptical about this is if this is real, how on earth did somebody end up getting this model, and why has it not been taken off of everywhere on the internet? This was posted 3 days ago, so by now, Nintendo should definitely have caught wind of this, because if this is a real model, Nintendo would have taken it down so quickly that probably only a handful of people would have ever seen it. I mean, yes, I'm sure it would have gotten saved and reposted, but we know Nintendo, and we know that they take down a bunch of leaks like this all the time, so how is this still up here? That's one of the reasons that I am pretty skeptical of it, but at the same time, guys, I mean, it is possible that maybe this one just flew over Nintendo's head. I mean, if you guys remember back during the day, we actually had a leak of Ken from Street Fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that lots of people thought was fake, but ended up being real, so maybe it's the case with this one as well. So now let's go ahead and talk about the brand new mode that is returning in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate version 5.0. Now, if you guys weren't already aware, Home Run Contest was actually already data mined alongside Stage Builder a while back to be coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate very soon. Now, the reason that we know this is because a how to play Home Run Contest was actually found in the files, so at this point, obviously, Home Run Contest is going to be coming back. I mean, we already got Stage Builder, so why wouldn't Home Run Contest be coming back as well? This is something that a lot of people have been wanting for a very long time, so seeing these modes come back is going to make a lot of people, including myself, extremely happy. So now let's go ahead and talk about a couple of the characters. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Doomguy first, and then we'll talk about Tracer after, because obviously we already have Tracer's model. Now, in terms of Doomguy's chances in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, yes, he actually has a much better chance than a lot of people give him credit for. Now, if you guys don't know anything about the Doom franchise, being Doom and Doom Eternal, Doomguy is actually one of the first characters to popularize the first-person shooter genre. So if you guys have ever played like Halo or Call of Duty or Battlefield or any of those types of games, a lot of them took inspiration from Doom because that was, again, the first one to popularize it, meaning that Doomguy is a very iconic and important video game character. He was one of the first characters to popularize first-person shooter again, so to have him in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a no-brainer if Nintendo wants to bring in really popular and iconic characters. Now, also, another thing that I've heard a lot about in terms of Doomguy not getting into Smash Ultimate is that he's from an M-rated game and his games are too violent, and yes, I do understand that he's from an M-rated game, and if you guys have never played Doom before, yeah, it's a pretty graphic and violent game, but guys, we have Snake, we have Bayonetta, and now we have Joker, whose neutral special is just a gun. So seeing him in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, like, it will be okay. I promise you guys, Sakurai will find a way to work around all of Doomguy's more mature aspects. And finally, guys, let's go ahead and talk about Tracer from Overwatch. Now, if you guys don't know who Tracer is, or have never played Overwatch before, Tracer is basically the face of the franchise. Now, I am not a competitive Overwatch player by any means, and I played the game probably only about a handful of times, so excuse me if I get any of this information wrong, but once again, I feel like as a casual player, Tracer is the most iconic and also the character that would fit best into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, if you guys don't think that an Overwatch character has a chance of making it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, let me just say that, guys, you are wrong about that. To this day, Overwatch has over 30 million players. Now, I know, like, in terms of Mario sales and everything else like that, that may not seem like a lot, but guys, over 30 million people are still playing Overwatch, so adding an Overwatch character into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will do nothing but help generate sales for both games. I mean, once again, we have to realize that Nintendo is definitely looking at this from a business standpoint. They sat down and they said, alright, which characters are we going to add in that are going to end up making us the most money in the long run? And Tracer is probably one of them because, once again, she's a pretty iconic character at this point. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably don't want to see an Overwatch character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and honestly, guys, to some point, I agree with you, but if you want to know more about Tracer, I suggest you look her up because she's actually really cool, and I think she'd fit in extremely well with the rest of the Smash Ultimate cast. However, guys, overall, do I believe that this leak is real? Well, I'm not 100% sure either way as of now. I think that the reason I'm leaning towards it not being real is because I don't understand how anyone could get this model of Tracer early, especially if it was for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and post it without Nintendo noticing it at all. I mean, if this was a real leak, Nintendo would have gone and taken it down basically the second it got put up. So as of now, guys, I do believe that this is probably not going to end up being real. However, guys, with all of that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Also, guys, what do you think of these characters? Do you want to see them in Smash, or do you not want to see them? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.